Cleveland Browns and the Detroit Lions. Cleveland Browns +8.5 right now. Detroit -8.5 at home. Detroit coming off a big win. Cleveland coming off a big win. This one's a tough one for me. I mean, I want to take Detroit, but it also seems like, hey, this is 95% of DraftKings money right now I'm showing is on Detroit. So,
No, boy, talk about metrics that count. I don't think it's going to be too long before DraftKings is lying about those figures. I think they'll come under pressure for it
because it makes
because,
no sense to tell people. It's almost like I don't
yeah,
know, but it's also like, oh, everyone's betting that, so I have to bet it too or something. I don't understand the logic because I don't know. Like for example, John, I mentioned to you one time that I do this pick'em league with against the spreads, um, and the best year I ever had was because they would show who everyone's picking, and I would just pick who where the money's not on, rather than maybe a couple games and I was like, well, I just can't do that. You know what I mean? And that was the year.
yeah, and you're smart too. You're smart too because when you're playing in one of those contests and there's so many other people on the other side, well, they're all taking that same pick, and so if you can get a couple of those, then you stand to win a week because everybody else is starting off 0-2, on those shady games. So yeah, absolutely. And when you see like in the survivor pools where you got 99% on one and 1% on the other, well, even the biggest underdog, of the year in the NFL is going to pay less than 7-1 on the money line. So,
Yeah,
99 to 1 in reality. And so sometimes you can just kind of see the upsets no matter before the whistle even blows to start the game, because there's just such a stupid amount of money on the other side. And why not take it?
absolutely. Awesome. The Detroit Lions are at home this week after beating the Ravens on Monday night. They are a 10-point favorite at home against Cleveland. Cleveland Browns, who beat the Packers in Cleveland a week ago. Right now, I'm on the Detroit Lions as my final pick to cover that spread. I think they win this game by 14 to 17 points.
I think it's going to be a very high scoring game. And when you get someone like Flacco, and now that they've got a legitimate, run type attack,
Judkins?
you know what? If Flacco's behind, he's throwing the ball.
Mm.
And in a contest where these two teams are just throwing at each other, and one has a comfortable lead, and the other one has the pride and the ability to be able to come back from that. I love the points in this game, and I'll take. In fact, I like Cleveland plus them 10 and the over.